Snake pit. You don't want to fuck.
Yeah, so
Drop some fire freestyle. Okay. We're going to do all that. We're going to do all that.
What
That's
so
digging.
that,
We're going to get it right then.
other
We're
one
going to definitely get it right. Believe that.
You have a minute, 5 seconds.
Cool.
I'm done waiting.
You can bring us in now.
Okay, you want to come in?
Dedication.
Alright, ready?
Bring us in.
Go ahead.
What's the word, folks? I'm Duty Outlaw,
I'm LS.
and this is Hip Hop Radio on 22.3 TakeOverVegasRadio.com, baby. We back. Me and my boy LS, man, and we got a very special guest. So let's take it over, bro.
Alright, so I just want to introduce this woman. I ran into her at the Culture and Cannabis event. Shout out to JC and CMXX. And one thing, she was with her peoples. She was helping out. She was helping, I think it was promoting or whatever the case is, right? She was up there showing support. And I don't know, I looked at her and I said, damn, she must do something.
She must be important.
Right. And so I approached her and introduced myself and told her what I do. And she told me that she was a blues singer, and she was actually, it was a dude on the stage too, that she actually will be performing with him. His name is the Sober Junkie. So without further ado, all the way live from the BX, the home of hip hop, we got a blues singer in the building by the name of Rhayne Thomas. Come on, y'all, give her a round of applause. What's up, baby?
Welcome. to
Thank
This Is
you.
Hip Hop.
Thank you.
So, where you coming from, Mrs. Thomas? Miss Thomas, excuse me.
It's Mrs. Thomas, but you call me Rhayne.
Okay.
Copy.
Yeah,
Yes.
you call me Rhayne.
No worries.
This is family now.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, born and raised in the Bronx. Grew up singing the blues on at the Baby Grand, sitting on the bar because my dad was a party animal
Okay.
kind of guy. Yeah, oh yeah, a guy who liked a good fight in the juke joint.
Okay.
And started singing Etta James and some other old dirty stuff, at age 2. And then on Sunday you go to church.
Yeah,
And you sing not the blues, And so over the years of performing, and since 1976, yes, when I was 1, I started fundraising and volunteering for breast cancer and cancer. So that's prevalent, which was I was at the cannabis event because my friend Saucy Sandra, who is wonderful baked goods, I always help her because she always helps breast cancer survivors.
That's amazing.
Never says no, never.
Oh, that's amazing.
No doubt.
One of the reasons I'm a big advocate for cannabis is for that reason, among others.
Right,
And the most important thing is education, but it's also support.
right.
Definitely. What got you? Well, just when I was doing my research, checking you out, I noticed that you're involved in a lot of things. Like you are a professional helper. You're a professional. You give of yourself a lot. And so, what are some of the other things that you're actually involved in?
When you fundraise, people find you to help you fundraise for a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, get to the money.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm a shameless beggar. That's what my friends call me. I don't mind begging from anybody. I'm gonna hit y'all up tonight too, so don't think you're getting off. I'm in the room. But I don't have a problem with that because I think when you give, I get so much in return.
Absolutely.
God just does so much through my life when I give. And I can see it. And when you help someone else, it's a good feeling, just
Right.
like being in here with you guys.
So you're a cheerful giver.
Oh, there is no other way. If I can't give cheerfully, and some days you're not feeling cheerful, I won't give.
Well, bless that. Bless that.
Just like, you won't eat people's food who frown over your food,
Oh,
folks
yeah,
from the
you already know.
Yeah, you don't eat mean people's food
Nah,
or
not at
people
all,
who
not at all.
gossip.
Y'all better stop eating fast food. Then.
Please, stop it.
I was at a establishment today, man. The dude didn't look too happy, and then I got my coffee, and it was lukewarm, so I understood.
Right,
You
right.
understood.
Yeah, just get rid of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So another just coming back to the Bronx. Did you go to any type of School of the Arts? I know they got in Harlem is HSA, Harlem School of Arts. So when you were coming up and just nurturing your voice and things of that nature and your love for music, did you go to any type of school?
I did. I went to the High School of Music and Performing Arts, and we're the Castle on the Hill. I was the last graduating class then.
Okay.
And Music and Art, I know they're watching there. Everybody, you'll see lots of them on television. I mean,
Right.
There's tons of people. Music and Art turned out for, all sorts of things. And it actually kind of stripped the blues from me because before it was gritty, dirty singing. And then once I became classically trained, it kind of took that dirty blues away from me. So, but yeah, Music and Art was a wonderful, wonderful education.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, how does what you do, the passion of your music, how does that actually tie into what you do with your organization? And I want you to talk about the organization too.
Okay, so growing up, I wasn't allowed to have candy because back in the day you couldn't eat a whole bunch of candy.
Sound like my mama.
You weren't going to do
Shout out
that.
to the evangelist.
So, my parents weren't going for that. So prunes were my favorite fruit.
Right.
And so that's my kind of candy. And about, 15 years ago, I tell people, I love prunes. And they look at me like I said I stole the Pope's wallet. I'm like, they're good for you. They're, anti-cancer,
and
blah,
they're
blah,
good.
blah. Right, and they're
It
good.
does taste good.
So I told my husband, I said, I'm going to make the prune sexy. And so it became kind of an umbrella. So I started with my friend, I call her Navy, we won't use her real name, but we started Prunes Making You Run so that people will know about exercise, health, and wellness.
Okay.
And then we started All Curves Are Dangerous, showing the prune kind of sexy so that women can embrace their bodies no matter how they look. So young girls aren't feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not beautiful. We're all beautiful.
Definitely.
And then fundraising, prunes are sexy, prunes making you run for breast cancer. And it reminds people that breast cancer is serious, but people stick their head in the sand. And when they see the prune, they kind of remember, and over the years, when I perform, if I wear a Prunes Are Sexy shirt or I talk about it, people give. And then they call me the prune lady, but they remember that I was a singer and they see events. And so over the last 25, 30 years, people just call me from all over the world to come help them facilitate.
That is.
Yeah. So,
Well, I know one thing, prunes make me run to the bathroom.
well, you're not supposed to eat the whole barrel. I'm a professional prune eater. You got to pull back a little bit, Ellis.
Nah, I can dig it. But they taste so good.
They're so good for you.
But it is
yeah.
good for you. One thing I'm an advocate for is eating good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eating good and putting a lot more life instead, because we put a lot of death when we eat
Absolutely.
meat, when we eat chicken, fish, whatever the case is. We put a lot of that in our bodies, and of course they say you are what you eat. We're born to die anyway. So why not put some life into you, some vegetables, some fruit,
Oh, true.
and actually revitalize yourself when you're doing that. Because I talk to a lot of people and they say, oh, I got the itis, right? And I'll be like, yo, you know where that came from? And I said, but look, let me tell you something. That means you're overeating.
Right.
And you're not eating the right stuff. So
Right.
if it drains you, because food is supposed to replenish you,
Right. Right.
revitalize you, so to speak. And that's why they call it nourishment.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can't tell a lot of people nothing until they come up with cancer.
You don't have to tell me.
You
You do not have to tell me. I tell women all the time, like, go get checked. Oh, I'm too young. Oh, it doesn't run in my family. And then, I've had friends that had a lump for 5, 6, 7 years. And by the time they go to the doctor, it's stage 4. Then they want to call me. I'm like, I can't help you now.
I can't help you. I'm not Dr. Sebi.
Right. I'm like, I can't help you.
No, but that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand the causes of our sickness, our cancer. It starts with malnutrition and dehydration and stress and all those.
And sugar.
Exactly. One of the biggest addictions that I have is to sugar and the nicotine. And so, I have to check myself every day. A lot of people, especially when it comes to cannabis, bringing it back around to that, we talk about how, some people feel they got misinformation about how it's addictive. And I tell people that it's not. The biggest thing in the morning is I got to have my coffee with about 8 sugars, and I got to have my cigarette. And so, we want to improve. We want to find ways, but we have to understand the information first.
Right.
That's what counts. What do you do as far as advocating for the cancers, breast cancer, cancer in general? Are you working with different organizations? You have an organization that is just the prunes and you guys just branch off from there?
We kind of branch off from there. So it depends on what city, state, or country you're in. So every year in Nova Scotia, a couple of years ago, one of my really good friends, because I don't know if you know, I'm a survivor now. I am a civil.
Congratulations.
Yeah, doesn't run in my family. People died like 1,000. They hold their breath and just go to sleep one night. Say, I don't want to do it anymore.
Amazing.
They don't die from cancer.
Right.
So I was diagnosed in 2011, and I thought, oh, I have all the information. Let's move this train along, make it more educational.
Right.
And so lots of people, if I go somewhere, I only advocate and raise money for shoestring. I don't do big places. So like if you guys said, you know what, we're gonna host something, we wanna raise $500, I'll come out and help you and shake the money down out of the crowd. I take a Rhayne boot with me and I have people put their change and stuff in there. And
I like that.
so each one's different. And my girlfriend, Donna Paisley, she does it in Nova Scotia. And so every year for the last couple of years, she did it in my honor. And then it's so wonderful, and that community comes out and just to educate people, because a lot of places are rural and they don't know the information.
True.
And then especially like in the Black community, that's really a tough community, because the first thing they say, it doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
And when I was going through treatment, I was in Arizona. I stayed there the whole time for my treatment, and I didn't see any Black women when I was getting radiation, because I was like, well, where are they? So I asked the nurse one day about the 5th week, and she said, Rhayne, I've been here 10 years. And she said, by the time a Black woman gets here, she's stage 4. Because we keep acting like it's not happening.
It's not there. It doesn't exist.
Right. So I just keep pushing. I think that's where my blessing is, and hopefully I can, if I save one,
Definitely. Every life counts.
Right.
Every life is important.
Absolutely.
All we can do is one at a time.
Right.
Word. And I just want to, and I want to applaud you for being a survivor.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Thank
And being brave to come on and talk about that and sharing that with our listeners. We're going to get back with some Rhayne. We're going to listen to some music. My name is LS.
I'm Duty Outlaw.
And you're listening to This Is Hip Hop Radio on
22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
Let's get it. Bang!
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Tip four.
Those are my dance.
This your job?
I'm gonna get on my girl, but she's from Mississippi. The one that's
Oh,
from
okay.
Jacksonville.
You got your off to do the silver shirt.
I'm about to do that thing. She might be able to do it.
What is that? See?
LS, come on, bro. Don't try to play him like you was born in the 90s.
Yeah, I was born in the 90s too, yeah. She's dog year 90s. Dog year 90s. Does that mean I'm the oldest person in this room? Like I have to add all y'all up to become like my age?
Let's do the math. Let's see. I'll be 38 in October.
I'll be 43 this shit. And we not gonna ask the woman.
That girl 18, she don't age. You can tell.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
She ain't
anything.
got no.
It's loud as hell, but
We counting ages up in here. You gonna disclose yourself or you staying low? You still 18.
She young.
oh yeah, 38,
She young.
38,
Like I said, I got shoes older than y'all.
I ain't mad at that, but you look good.
Thank you.
You got shoes
They
on.
must be Adidas though, because Nikes don't last long.
No.
Right. Oh, hey.
He said Adidas and I got on Puma today. Go figure. I don't know.
Hey, it's European made, bro. It work.
You ain't work.
It's Adi's brother.
Adi's brother.
Yes, sir.
You already know. So,
Thank you the other day for your prayers. Your timing was so perfect. I was
so
like,
yeah. Appreciate
I
it.
was like, I must be on this mind.
Yeah.
My dad passed. We buried him on Tuesday at the Veterans Memorial Cemetery.
Man, I'm sorry for that.
Oh no big deal. He was he lived it on his
Tell
own
me the
terms.
story.
How
much we got?
Oh, man, it's a
Yeah. Well, I don't know who it was beautiful for, because he was.
How much
a
more
piece
we
of
got,
work.
fat girl?
But
you got a minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, cause we gonna come right back in.
You want to come right in earlier?
Nah, let it run.
Works with the military. I think he posted something about one of the Buffalo soldiers passing away.
Hey yo, catch me on
Facebook. Guy named Kim Buckles.
Okay.
Yeah, but man, that's amazing that he got that type of.
Hey yo,
He said
I'm
Buffalo
going on
soldier.
Facebook. Y'all my
Yeah,
Facebook friends.
tough dude. Gotta be.
Oh my God. It was a piece of work.
Man.
Women were coming and going by the truckloads, just like they always have. And it didn't matter. It was from age 25 to 100.
Man, when it's in you, it's in you.
Oh, it was truly
40
in you.
seconds?
Oh yeah.
40 seconds? All right.
If you
Yeah.
Frank Lucas's friend, you know it's in you,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah. You know Mr. Lucas is player.
Yeah, my dad was truly the original PIMP.
Okay, 20 seconds. I'll bring y'all in.
I'm glad I got a little sun before I saw y'all. I was clear.
Okay, ready?
No doubt.
And go.
And we're back. This is your boy LS.
I'm Duty Outlaw.
And you're listening to This is Hip Hop Radio on
22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
And we are here at the station that has more fun. And we're back with Miss Rhayne Thomas. You heard me? And this part, we're gonna talk a little bit to it, but at right now, I think I want to get into some Q&A with her. We do this multiple choice thing. We try to test our artist's knowledge.
Put her on the spot.
I'm a horrible tester.
Oh man, she said she wasn't a good test taker, but we're gonna try to make it happen.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is,
A.
who was? No, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Who was the first female blues artist to actually record?
Do you have? You said it's multiple choice, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
So A. Etta James, B. Bessie Smith, D. Janis Joplin.
You skip C,
What
bro.
happened to C? Kind of
No,
multiple
I said-
choice. He said A,
A.
B,
Oh,
D,
I'm
right?
sorry. Oh, C is Etta Fitzgerald. Pardon me.
That's that New
Pardon
York
me.
alphabet right
Players,
there.
players,
Jersey.
Watch out.
Players,
That's
fucked up.
We put it in Jersey, they New York.
Yeah.
That's that Inglewood alphabet.
Yeah, that's what that is. So we got A. Etta James, B. Bessie
Bessie
Smith, C. Ella Fitzgerald, or D. Janis Joplin. Who was the first female blues artist?
They said it was Bessie Smith.
Ooh, we got
She was
it.
old school.
Bessie
school.
with the banjo.
Yeah.
You already know.
Yeah,
you
she
already
was
know.
old school.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to the next one. What blues artist made the song "She's a Ghetto Woman"? All right. Now, A. Howlin' Wolf, B. B.B. King, or C. John Lee Hooker.
You know what, I
She's a
think
ghetto woman.
Ooh, I can't. Are you doing it? I think it was you that did that song.
Flexing on it. Keep
I
flexing
can't
on
remember
it.
if it was. I want to say it was John Lee Hooker, but it might have been Howlin' Wolf because that's. I can't remember because I could hear it.
Is that your final answer?
Those are my final answers.
And it was B.B. King.
You chose
Was
all of
it?
them
No. Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
We sampled that record. And
Oh,
we did it over.
okay.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
I wanna
yes,
hear
yes,
it.
Yes. I'm gonna try to get dig in the archives for you.
Okay. Awesome.
And the last question, you're gonna get this one. This is an easy one. Which blues artist had his single sampled by multiple hip hop artists? Was it A. Elmer James, B. Bobby Blue Bland, or C. Eric Clapton?
You said blues singer.
Blues.
Okay. Y'all putting Eric Clapton in. I like
Well,
it.
no, he wasn't a
he's-
singer, but I
he's
said
a-
artist. So I
He's
said,
a serious
you know,
dude.
So he also played blues.
Right.
So
Right.
let's
Yeah.
just-
He was a
not
serious
singer.
blues
I'm not gonna
dude.
say singer, but blues artist.
Okay,
Had
and-
this single. sample.
Bobby Blue Bland was first, and Elmer.
No, I would say Elmer James is first.
Okay.
Bobby Blue Bland is B, and Eric Clapton is C.
Well, they sampled Elmer James, and
Okay.
and they also sampled Eric Clapton.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would say by multiple artists.
I'll say Elmer. And
And that one is wrong. It was Bobby Bland.
really,
Yes,
What's
yes,
the cut?
yes.
What's the
Heart,
What's the cut?
heart of the city. Jay-Z
Ain't no love.
in the heart of the city.
is that Bobby Blue Bland's song though?
Ooh.
Is that Bobby Blue Bland's song?
Yes!
Check your.
All right, let me go. I gotta go check the files now. She's
Uh-oh.
pulling my files. And because we had K-Def and Larry O, and I remember seeing that record.
I didn't say that he didn't sing it.
Okay, yeah,
You
you're right.
sang the remix, huh?
Yeah. She got me on that one. So look, so when we go to commercial, I'm gonna go ahead and dig in the files.
Dig in the fire.
We're gonna check the files. All right. So anyway, back to it. You did an awesome job. Number one.
I'm a horrible tester.
Well, you did an awesome job anyway. You know what I'm saying? But what I wanted to ask you is, what do you have coming up?
Wow, you know what? I hope you guys can come out and support on April 20th at Garage Mahal, which is on West Tropical. The band and I, you know, they're three guys, and the drummer and I are friends. We've been friends for a long time. Mm-hmm. He is amazing. And we came together for the Etta James project, and we're called The Lady and the Vamp.
Okay.
And
Yes.
that's going to be on April 20th.
April 20th.
We're
Oh,
playing,
20.
yeah, I know. We're going to be playing from 3:30 to 4:30. There are going to be lots of bands. But we are a fun band. There's going to be Austin, which we call Yah's Child. He's our keyboardist. That dude is serious. And then we have another Nick. Two Nicks. 4 people, 2 Nicks. The other Nick is upright.
Oh, okay.
And he is unbelievable. And together we bring the fun because we believe that music is global. Kind of like you guys. It doesn't really
Absolutely.
matter what it is. Blues being the focus because I love Etta James. And showing people how you can go from the blues to rock to classical and then loop back in the blues. And I play a bunch of wacky instruments. They play real instruments, but
Wacky instruments. Give me an example.
like the ukulele or the banjo
Oh, okay.
or what's the xylophone.
I thought you was gonna say the triangle or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
right. I was like
triangle,
the
those sticks,
cowbell.
the cow. Nobody plays the cowbell because everybody plays it. Yeah, the
Yeah.
sticks, the washboard. I'm working on the bagpipes.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I play everything terribly. So
Yo, that should be an experience, y'all. Y'all gotta come out and check it out. But yeah, definitely. That sounds like a plan. So give us your social media. Give everybody where they can find you, and and also just give us the information to the organization as well.
okay, wonderful. You can find me on Instagram at Prunes Are Sexy, all spelled out PRUNESARE Sexy. And you can find the band at The Lady and the Vamp. We are there, and we're getting ready to open our fan page
Okay.
on Facebook, so you'll see a lot of our clips and stuff coming through.
Okay.
And Prunes Are Sexy. If you look at Prunes Are Sexy, if you just type it into Google, usually my picture pops up, and it talks about like some of the next events and some of the next fundraisers, and if you ever want to donate or you have something you want to give or something signed. And it doesn't matter what it is because I'm a beggar, so I'm not choosy as long as you're a cheerful giver.
All right.
Let's work.
So yeah, anybody, if they see Prunes Are Sexy, they can private message me on Instagram. Because
Okay.
most people don't spell Rhayne right. So
Right. Tell them the spelling.
RHAYNE and last name Thomas,
That
THOMAS.
shouldn't be hard for y'all.
At all. See, it's right
There's
there.
a lot of
That's-
Thomases out there.
No, I'm saying, I was messing it up all day. I ain't gonna lie. I was going back and forth between my messages.
How you spell that?
Oh man, but no, it's a beautiful pleasure of mine to meet you today.
It's my pleasure. Trust me.
No, it's always great when LS told me that you were coming on. He was running it down, and I ain't gonna say giving me a excuse. He was explaining to me why it was important to have you, and more than that.
What, you didn't want to have me?
No, not at all. I wouldn't say
Okay.
that at all. What I would say is, being that we're a quote unquote hip hop show, it's easy to get put into that little box.
Right.
Once again, we get an opportunity to meet great people that do great things, and what you're doing is amazing, and please keep up the good work.
Thank you. And I don't take it lightly because I'm from the Bronx and a lot of my friends are from the Bronx too. Everybody's got jokes. So they're like, oh, you're going back to your inner thug, you're going back to your inner Bronx. Because growing up, I remember when it started.
Yeah.
So
Right.
to come in and see it at a different level and be a part of it, because, I really don't know, people don't know the blues or they don't know rock or whatever. But globally, we're all artists and musicians. And I think we should cross each other and have a respect for that.
Yes.
I'm not a huge hip hop, get in my car, but I respect the people who do it because to me they're still artists.
No doubt.
So and the same with you guys, what you do is an art form and you never know what you might learn by being a part of something like this. So
Thank
No
you.
doubt. Well, we definitely thank you for sitting down with us and
Yay.
blessing us, our show, and just sharing everything with us. We're gonna come back, and when we come back, tell me about who we coming back with.
Well, we got a great opportunity today to push another family business. We got Phil and Ghetto in the building.
No
First and
doubt.
foremost, my boy Weasel's birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday to the king.
Oh, yeah.
But we got ID Dance Studio coming in for to let us know about their launch and their new dance studio that they're putting out here in Las Vegas. Can't wait to talk about it. Can't wait to add this element of hip hop to our show.
All right, so without further ado, my name is LS.
I'm Duty Outlaw.
And you're listening to This Is Hip Hop on 22.3 Takeover Vegas
Vegas
Radio.
Radio.
Let's get it. Ooh. All right.
Yay! Hands up.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me in.
Come on, just do that.
Well, I guess I should, right?
Yeah, what's